What's up, everyone? I'm Anthony Rotelli, and this is the Iron Dog Podcast. This season, we're sitting down with race teams to talk strategy, mindset, and machines, and what it really takes to compete in the world's toughest snowmobile race. Episode of the Iron Dog Podcast. We're going to talk strategy, machines, and what it takes to compete in the world's, I think, toughest snowmobile race.
That's how it's promoted.
Yeah. So, welcome our first guest. I think Team 39. We've got Shane and his daughter, Shana. Mm-hmm. The first ever father-daughter team?
No, not the first ever.
Second.
So, okay.
There's Danny Levine and Larry Levine, and then back when, was it Ken Lee, his daughter?
In the trail class.
Not pro class, though?
Right.
Oh, okay.
Either way, Shane, you're incredible rider in the sport, and what's this, 20 years with the Iron Dog?
Yeah, this will be number 20 for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us how did this happen? How did this become the team this year? How did you choose Shana to ride with you?
Well, I don't know that I so much chose her as...
I chose him.
Yeah. I think it's been a big part of our family, for quite a few years. I've raced with both her older and younger brother. And then even before that, I raced with her grandfather, which was my very first Iron Dog back in 2000. So, yeah, it seemed natural probably for her. It was an opportunity.
Yeah, and my mom's raced it as well, so I couldn't be the only one to not.
Whole family, your brothers race it, I hear?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
and they're in it this year?
My younger brother is. My older brother is taking another year off. He races typically with my husband. They won in 2024 together, and so they just are kind of taking a little break from the race because it is a lot. It's a big commitment, and my older brother has 6 kids, so it's a lot for them.
Big commitment.
And, yeah.
Yeah, that's wonderful. So tell us, Shana, then you got into this because you're from a family of racing, it sounds like.
Yeah, it's always something that I've wanted to do, but I do taxes for a living for the last 10 years. So once I've came into age to even be able to do Iron Dog, I've been busy February through May. So it hasn't really been
Accountant by day, racer by night.
Yeah. Trying to keep us all out of jail.
Yeah, doing my best. So it just hasn't really, the opportunity hasn't presented itself until now. I feel like I'm at a better place in my career to be able to request time off in February, which is a big ask, but my bosses are being amazing about it. They're very supportive and encouraging of it. And we have 2 little girls, so our oldest is 4, and then our youngest she'll be 2 in May. So
2 more racers.
Yeah.
Coming up the
ranks. Our oldest, Ruby, the other day, she was saying, I'm going to race Iron Dog with my daddy, but she's going to race him. She said she's going to race him and she's going to beat him. That's what she was saying. So I think she's a little
Well, that's how it starts.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
But our girls are old enough, they can be a little bit more independent. And this will actually be the longest that I've ever been away from them. So, but they'll be with their daddy and with my best friend. She's coming up to help watch them while my husband comes to Nome for the halfway. And they'll be with good people, so I'm not worried about that. It's just, you just never know how.
Yeah.
But felt like God kind of just put all these cards into place for me to be able to do it. And for this year, because my husband was taking another year off, there's no way we could both race this at the same time. It would just be way too much.
It's tough with toddlers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just financially, it's very expensive. I've been very fortunate to receive a lot of financial support for the race this year, which has been huge. If I didn't, it wouldn't be probably happening. So it was just and he's not too old yet to keep running.
We'll have this conversation again. Let's get a couple weeks from now. We'll revisit that.
He's not too old to be uninterested, and I'm not too old to be uninterested. Yeah. And so it was just seemed like the right year to do it. So when we were on a family trip last April in Lake Havasu, and I'd already talked to my husband about it, kind of got the okay from him, because I knew he can't tell me no. So I was like, well, he's going to say yes. So I just got to ask him. Because he has always said, I got one more Iron Dog left in me, and I'm saving it for you. So I was like,
Wow, that's
okay,
awesome.
all right, now's the time. So
Shana, your youngest?
Yeah.
Middle.
Middle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my younger brother raced at 16. He was the youngest to ever do pro class. So.
But the only girl.
I'm the only girl.
Correct.
So you had to say it. I get it.
Yeah.
There's no in my vocabulary.
Yeah. Not for
I
me.
get it. I only have one daughter. I understand.
So
Daddy.
now here we
Yeah,
are.
we're race.
So you're how old this year?
51.
You're one of the, I think there's only one or two other
There's a couple of
50-year-olds, but that's
Yeah.
incredible.
them. Yeah. Chris Oles, Palin. Yeah, we're getting a little long in the tooth, but still enjoy it. So
That's good.
yeah.
Still, what do you do to prep for this? Unlike being a young kid, you got to get ready for these races. I mean, it's
Yeah,
a lot more on your
some
body.
of it gets to be almost like riding a bike, where you can go out there and you can ride and maintain a certain pace. You just know what's in front of you and you know how hard to push yourself. So that's kind of the rewards of the having so much experience to it. Yeah, so we're going to prepare a little bit different than if some of these teams that are going out there trying to win this thing, they have to train differently than we do, and just overall prepare a little bit differently. So,
okay.
Yeah, it's going to be more of an unknown for her when we get out there.
20 years doing it, does it feel like it's the same trail? Do you feel like there's, like, it? I remember that tree. Or
Oh yeah, there's some memorable spots on the trail for sure.
Okay. You're like, Shana, follow me. Just stay.
Some good, some bad. It's like, oh, I remember that stump. But
Let's miss that this year, right?
Yeah, but it definitely, like when you're a young kid sitting in the back seat, are we there yet? Are we there yet? It's like everything just seems so far away, and it takes so long to get there. And like commuting back and forth from the valley to Anchorage, same thing. And then the more you do it, the shorter the ride gets. So Iron Dog is kind of like that. The more times you're down the trail, all of a sudden you got places on the trail. It's just this much further to this place and this much to so it's easier having that trail experience behind you, to kind of reference things along the way.
Sure.
Makes it more tolerable.
So speaking of that, what is the setup then? You have all these checkpoints to hit. Like, what goes through the prep of the racers, of the teams, to, fuel, oil for the sleds, all these different...
Yeah, so, you're on the clock the whole time you're touching your sled. And so you want to put some thought into that, how you want to manage the clock to the best of your ability when you come in and out of these checkpoints, whether you're coming off a layover or going on to one. And so you got to be efficient. So you try and set your sled up where things are accessible, quick to put on, quick to take off, and you don't want to burn up a bunch of time not moving. So when you fuel, and I think most guys are onto this, but might help some of the rookies out there. But you come into a layover spot, don't fuel right then. You just pull into the paddock, get off the clock. Because you got to let your sled warm up in the morning anyhow. And so fuel it while it's warming up. So you just start shaving a couple minutes off here and there. And that's going to be part of our race strategy, is just be efficient, minimize mistakes. We're not going to be the fastest team out there on the trail. So we try and have a good strategy and execute.
Yeah, just enjoy it and make it all in one piece.
Yeah.
Get the sled back.
Yeah, I just want to finish. I'm not doing this again. So.
One and done.
I'm retiring.
So getting the sleds ready, is there anything, like, did you have a hand in that, Shana, or did you?
And my husband.
Yeah. You're just like, I'm getting on and riding. That's
pretty
my
much.
strategy.
Exactly.
Follow Dad.
100%.
I love it.
Yeah. He signed us up for this snow machine clinic at the beginning of the winter to teach other people how to work on sleds. And I'm like,
Okay.
Dad, I don't even know how to work on a sled. Like, why did you sign me up for this? I don't know what I'm doing.
Fake it till you make it, you know?
What if he's like 3-4 miles ahead and you break a belt?
I can change a belt.
All right.
I can change a belt. I can change spark plugs. I can figure things out. I can call for help.
Hey, those are the key. That's good.
Yeah.
I know how to ask for help.
Yeah, you don't have to know the answer. You just know how to how to get it.
Gotcha.
So-
You have support, like for those that have never done or seen this. You guys have a team of support while you're racing out there.
We do. You know, there's
Okay.
pretty strict rules as far as having support between checkpoints or
Any
anybody else's.
outside help from
You know,
the race.
actually touching and wrenching on your sled. You know, but having parts available, tools available, just some convenient items. You know, maybe another layer of clothes, or if it's really cold, or
Okay.
things like that. You know, air support is. You hope you don't need anything, but when you need it, it's nice to have.
Gotcha.
So,
That's good.
yeah.
And what are you guys racing this year?
We're racing 2025 Polaris Cross Country 600s.
Awesome. Have you always raced Polaris?
I have.
Okay.
American made.
Is that what led you, just like always Polaris, staying with it, or is there a reason for that over other brands? I
Well, I was in 7th grade, lived in Big Lake, Alaska at the time, and I got to take an Indy Trail out on Big Lake, you know, on an ice track they had there. And I probably put about 2 hours on that little ice track, and absolutely loved that sled. And so that's from that on.
Yeah,
then
ever
on,
since.
I just wanted to ride
Brand
Polaris.
loyal.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
And,
And then Grandpa rode Polaris.
Yeah.
And there was a Polaris shop in Willow.
Okay.
There still is, but after past Polaris.
yeah,
Convenient too.
really just meshed well with you know, just the Polaris folks, you know, and the race support that we get, and so it was an easy choice.
So what would be the number one tip you could give some of the rookies this year with preparation and know-how, just as a veteran in this race?
Don't race the trail your first year. Ride the trail. Such a huge commitment, not only your time, but just the financial commitment, time away from your family. There's so much that goes into it, and you see it every single year. You know, these guys come out and they're going to show some of these top teams how fast they are and get a name for themselves and garner all this support, you know, for the years to come, and then they end up tumbling on the first day, or they just have a horrible experience. And so they still spend just as much as the guys that are at the top, but they're only getting just a snapshot of what the race is really about. And so they cut themselves short for what they could have learned. And so go out there, get that little bit of trail knowledge, get to experience the whole trail, all the different checkpoints in and out, what the other teams are doing, and then build off of that.
I think it's tough too, because a lot of the times people who are racing Iron Dog are people who have done other cross country races before, and so I think they come into the Iron Dog with that cross country racing mindset, thinking it's going to be similar.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know from experience yet, but just from all that I've heard from them, it's completely different type of racing than that. It's not just as fast as you can go.
Yeah.
And it's,
Yeah, in your experience, what do you think makes this the toughest race in the world? Is it distance? Is it terrain?
I think
Skill
it's
set?
a collection of all those things. You know, if you were to put 20 guys at the starting line and you gave them 100 miles to race, typically youth would kind of shine through on a lot of that stuff. The Iron Dog, you got to not only run a competitive pace, but you got to be extremely smart about it. And then the strategy, the in and out of checkpoints, you know, how much fuel you're taking, how you load your sled, you know, how much your shock setup. There's so many different variables that you can't just muscle through and for 2 hours, you know.
Yeah.
So
Speaking of some of the sled stuff, what do you mod? What are you allowed to mod on your sleds? Do you suggest any anything in particular? Or I know there's certain things we don't want to, racer strategy. You don't have to give things away, but
No, we're a pretty open book anymore. I think durability is number one. Obviously,
Okay.
you have to have a sled that's going to make 2,500 miles. So focus on durability, and then suspension is a big part of that. And so I would focus on durability as far as just making sure the sled's going to be there at the end, and then suspension. I used to laugh at people. I'd hear how much money they spent on shocks and stuff. When you're 18, 19, you don't care.
Yeah,
you
you're
just
not
ride
thinking
through,
about
yeah,
it.
you just ride through anything. It's just
And that's why your knees are the way that
Yeah.
they are.
yeah. But when you're 51, you start to care a lot.
makes sense.
Yeah.
You have the pocketbook then too, though.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, let's get those shocks, those springs.
Right?
Yeah,
Jeez.
so.
And what is the average cost for someone that wants to get into this race? Even if they were to do the trail, what could they expect?
It depends how you want to do it.
Okay.
So each team is a little different in their goals. What is their mission? Are they going out there to win it? That's a little bit different than the guys that just want to go out there and see the trail once.
Just to experience. Gotcha.
Yeah, the guys that are trying to win this thing, they're getting 4 brand new sleds, if not 6, and they're putting in the long runs. They're a lot of them will run, all the way up to Nome, the Cots area. If you're trying to compete at the highest level, you want to see the ice, you want to see the trail, somewhere close to race day. Yeah, so no expensive spare. Just whatever you can think of, and that's what they're doing. But really, if you just want to go line up and ride the trail, you can get a year-old sled, put a fresh rebuild on this thing, go through the thing, then sell it when you're done. You might be able to do it for $20,000-$25,000.
Okay.
So
It's manageable for a lot of people.
it
It
is.
Yeah.
Over, because you're spending that money over the course of
Yeah.
Sure.
months.
Yeah. The sled costs you $12,000, but you'll sell it for $8,000 when you're done.
Sure.
So you're going to eat some of that, and then the entry fees and stuff. But
And what does it take to prep fuel? Do you have a specific place that you have to put your fuel and that's all strategy
that's
too?
What your
provided by
entry
Iron Dog.
fees for.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Iron Dog will provide all your fuel and oil
Okay.
at the checkpoints.
The only time you have to do that is if you plan to do really long training rides.
Yeah.
You have to supply
Yeah,
that
that's on
stuff
you.
on your own.
Gotcha. That's awesome. And Shane, you've been with the Iron Dog, I think I read since its inception. In
Actually, her grandpa
Okay.
raced the first one in '84.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Long line. That's
Yeah,
incredible.
Which is my wife's dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you got to race with them.
I did in 2000. That
Yeah.
was my very first Iron Dog.
Fantastic.
Finished 10th, last money spot, so that was kind of a cool experience.
That's
Hell, I didn't even know parts of Alaska like that existed. Like I was just in awe. And,
Yeah.
it's pretty amazing, some of the places, because you could be born and raised in Alaska, but you live amongst trees and mountains, and you get up on the coast, and it's a whole different world.
Yeah.
And so,
It's incredible to see nature in
Oh,
a way
yeah.
that you don't have another way to see it other than the air or getting out and riding.
That's one of the things that I'm most excited for because, obviously he's done this most of my life, so I've grown up just hearing stories from him and from my brothers and from my husband and just other friends who've raced it, and just being able to finally put my own eyes on some of these things is what I'm looking forward to. One of the things I'm looking forward to.
That's great.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Do you guys expect any open water this year with some of the temps that have been going around a little
Have
warmer
you
than
ever
normal?
not had open water?
I don't know. That'd be a tough one. It seems like there's always a little bit, but
Somewhere.
there's typically ways around it, and so you just, it's risk and reward.
I
you know.
gotcha.
Some of them guys, they're racing for a top spot. They're going to take some chances that her and I aren't going to be taking.
Okay.
If we have other options, it's like, we don't need to save that 10 seconds. Let's go this way.
I've got 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You don't want to pond skip? Shane?
But we do prepare
I will if
for
I
it.
have to.
Okay. Okay.
So there's certain things you do to your sled, a good practice. is to always silicone up your PTO side of your sled. Because you get water on your belt, you're sinking a sled. And that's not a secret you would want to keep,
Yeah.
That is something everybody needs to know, because the consequences could be high.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Wow. PTO side. Silicone it up.
Yep.
Take note of that.
Nobody wants a wet belt.
No.
So, Shana, what is your mindset going into this? Not knowing, like, what are you doing to prep and just kind of get in this in your head?
I've been going on a few rides. My husband's taken me out for a couple of weekends for some longer runs because he's been up at work. So we've only actually got to ride once so far this year together. It was a short ride. But
You grew up riding together.
Yeah.
yeah,
nothing
we're
new.
about to ride together a lot. So, just I think for me, that's just kind of what it's gonna make me feel the most comfortable, is just feeling prepared and feeling confident in my own ability to be able to keep up and perform on a level that's appropriate. So just the most seat time that I can get, the better it's going to be for me before the race. I think mentally I can talk myself into just about anything.
Okay.
So, and assess like a situation pretty well, I think. So, where was I going with that thought?
As far as expectations.
Yeah, just
Do you
I can
feel
come
like
into something without having a lot of know about it and just kind of roll with whatever comes and happens.
just go with the flow?
Yep, and I think that will be a good quality for me to have for this race because I have no idea what to expect. I know what I can do on a snow machine, but I think that there's things that are going to come up that I don't know that I can do on a snow machine. And
Which is part of the fun, right? That's part of the race.
Yeah, it's part of the adventure,
Yeah.
and I think I like the surprise, and I don't care so much for the unknowns. It doesn't really bother me a whole lot, or make me that nervous, I guess. I just know that, especially with him as my partner, I feel a lot more comfortable because I know that whatever we come across, that he's probably came across it before and will know how to help me and how we can handle it and address it. And I can't imagine there's very many situations, unless one of us was hurt physically. I don't know that there's very many things that we couldn't at least.
Yeah, we'd work through that too, though. So.
Just trust Dad.
Yeah.
Just trust Dad. He's got it.
That's mostly my motto. I have a lot of faith in his ability, and
We're
to
fine.
be
Go
a
with
good
that
leader.
mindset, right?
Yeah,
That's
Everyone
what the
else is
matches are
working.
for. Yeah, that's what the matches and sleep bags for.
Yeah.
You're fine.
yeah. So
There's trees on there. We can make sticks and, crutches, whatever you need.
Yeah,
Whittle a cabin.
yeah.
I'll be back in a day.
Yeah.
No, the one that I've been contemplating over my head, his knee will pop out of place sometimes. So I'm already thinking, like, well, how am I going to put it back in if that
you'll be fine.
happens? I gotta have some rope.
It's a different era that he's from. So these things, you just go past it.
Yeah.
You get done and you get through it, and then you worry
I've
about
seen
it.
it be put in lots of times, but my husband's put it in a few times.
What are we even talking about right now?
So this is something that could come up. Your knee might pop. It's something I've thought about.
Well,
Wrap it up,
we'll
Dad.
Practice it. We'll practice
It's like,
it.
how could we practice this before the race?
Put the knee
Hopefully we
brace
don't.
on.
But no, I think like mentally, I think I'm there and just really excited now. I'm riding these last couple of weekends. I was having some pretty anxious thoughts, but I've talked with him about it, and talked to my husband about it, and some other people who've raced, and kind of put my mind at ease for some things
got
that I
this.
was having. And
Confidence is a majority of it, right?
ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
There you go. There you
So
go.
yeah, I'm just excited now, and antsy
Yeah.
more than nervous or.
So what are you
anxious,
guys
but-
doing in the coming weeks to prep? How far are you going?
Well, we've still got a little bit of wrenching left on our sleds, so we'll
Okay.
get those 100% by this weekend. We have the expo coming up Tuesday.
Okay.
So it'd be nice to have kind of the final touches on the sleds, have that ready. We're planning to get out towards Hell's Gate, and see that part of the trail. So that'll be a good training run for us. Yeah, and then kind of just proof some of the suspension components and different ideas as far as changes and things you think you want to race with. And so
Gotcha.
that's kind of your last opportunity to make those changes. So, yeah, other than that, just try and get a couple good training runs in, relax, 3-4 days before start. And,
Just
Yeah.
get mentally prepared and
Yeah.
go do the thing.
Yeah.
I
Last
like it.
week we just won't be putting on stickers that last week.
There you
know,
go. There you go.
We gotta have those on before tech.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
gotta have those on before Tuesday.
So if there's one piece of wisdom that you can bestow to prepare your daughter for this, what would you say?
Wisdom for her. Enjoy the ride.
I like it. I like it.
I can do that. I'll do my best.
Yeah, I mean you're gonna get one little trip around this planet, and when it's all said and done, you're gonna look back and hopefully the memories you invested in are worth remembering,
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's where I'm at with it.
I'm sure it'll be memorable at the very least.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm sure it will be too, you guys. Enjoy yourselves. Again, thank you, Shane, Shana, and good luck out there.
All right,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't just a race. It's endurance, machines at their limits, and teams pushing through Alaska's toughest terrain. Welcome to the Iron Dog Podcast, where we go behind the helmets, behind the sleds, and into the stories that make this race legendary.